Hello and welcome to the next episode of Banner Saga with me, Winslayer. It's been at least a couple days since I looked at this game, and when I tried to um, resume, it did something odd, and the screen was black. We basically skipped to a cutscene that was in front of us. There was no combat, nothing really interesting. It just showed us moving up the map to Grofheim, and this is us walking up the hill. Hakon, join me a moment. There's something I thought you'd want to see. It is welcoming. It is a welcoming party from Grofheim bearing mead. That's about the only thing I want to see. No such luck. The mender from Ridgehorn woke up and he says his name is Ivan. Sounds like a mender's name. How is he? Not well. Where are we? A day or two from Grofheim. We found you at the Tower of Ridgehorn. What were you doing there? Grofheim, no, that's the wrong way. Juno, where is she? Where's the woman who was with me? She didn't make it, my friend. We only brought the living with us. No, we have to go back. I don't think so. We barely made it out 2 weeks ago. Do you know why the dredge were crawling all through Ridgehorn? Dredge, we have to go back. It's a damn graveyard. Boy, I'm sorry, Ivan, but the girl's dead and when we got there. What we have to do is tell Jorund about what's happening, and prepare for a bloody war. So if she is dead. I couldn't save her. I couldn't save her. Ivan said he suddenly looks spent. He slips to the ground, and you motion for some brawl to help him onto the car. Not what I had hoped to hear. Not sure what I was hoping. Come on, Ubin. The sooner we get to Grofheim, the better. I didn't post on the Twitter. Whoops. Whoops. I totally opened it up and got ready to tweet, but I didn't post it. Which means I need to find a way to do all this. Wait a minute. This isn't the post I'm looking for. There's the post I'm looking for. Alright, so yeah, we got the map, which is great. This is perfect. Grofheim's on fire. I know what's going on right now. I've seen this before. See, is there anything I want to take out of here? Like PC gaming. It's not important. Neither is gaming. Challenge. At YouTube. Let's do something like this. It's about time for me to get back to the game, it looks like. Yeah. Let's go back to the game. What did I tell you, Rook? The man has a crazed look about him. He stands, axe pointed in your direction, on the other side of a dozen men. Echo, you son of a bitch. Remember what I said. You think carefully about what you want. This is the guy we didn't want to work with. This is what you get. Echo walks away, leaving you to deal with his thugs. It may have been better to actually fight him at the town when we got there, but I didn't do that because I'm a wimp. A total weakling and a wimp. Hey, Alette's here. Cool. Alette, that's, I like you. I think we're gonna... Who are we gonna focus on in this playthrough? Are we gonna sacrifice Eagle at the very end? Because if so... Ooh, we got points we can spend on him. He can break a lot of armor, so... Let's just have him be like Mr. Armor Break for now. I can promote him again to just make him like a beast, and I'll make this combat a bit easier, or I can start promoting the others to give them the survivability. I do like Alette. Let's give her a little bit of strength, I think, for now. Give her strength, because I want her to be stronger. And then Eagle. It's one of my favorite units. I think I might promote you here. Oddleaf is pretty good. She's got some points available here that I need to spend, because I don't know how to do level ups apparently. So does Rook. Rook has points to spend. Wow. Alright. Rook. Let's just make you beastly. Lots of strength is always good in this game, especially early on. Keeps them around a lot longer. Let's spend a little bit on him. I can't promote Ivor, so it's probably worth promoting Eagle here, just to make it so this combat goes well. Now he's got some points. What do I want to spend it on? Could make him an armor breaker as well. Do have some archers to go with him. So Eagle, you're gonna be armor break with Rook, I think. And Ivor apparently. So armor break, damage, armor break, damage, and then potentially more damage on top of that. And then Mogan can just run in there at the end, because he's the one with more strength. As I was just saying, I like it when they have more strength. Hope he doesn't die. I hope I can get him some kills, some renown. Him and his brother don't have any renown. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna try and be smart about combat, because I was not very smart last time I played this game. Why is my phone not charging? I need it to charge. Because it's an old phone and an old charger. There it goes. Alright, so I don't know who's gonna attack first. I don't like these archers, not one bit. Who's gonna... I probably want to do some armor break on him. I don't like this unit right here. He can be very nasty one to deal with. So maybe I just... These guys are all going to do multiple attacks, so maybe I'll use Ivor's ability to tear through their stuff. Rook's going to be able to move, so I'll just have him run forward and attack. And then Eagle's going to strip armor off of this guy. I think I'll have him go after. And have Oddleaf follow up, potentially. Something like that looks okay to me. Let's try this out. Alright. My big old friend here. Let's get you in there doing some armor damage. Oop, Oddleaf, no. So I could just do 4 damage to the guy that just moved in to attack. Eagle's gonna tear off some armor on him. Just move Rook this way and have him do 6 points to this one, because I don't like that unit. He's kind of a nasty one to deal with. Okay. Alright, so you're gonna run in here, create a path for old Mogan to get through. This guy's a backbiter, same with him. He's going soon. He'll go eventually. He can't reach old Oddleaf, so let's just run in and ruin this guy's day. Whoops. 6 points right there, huh? I did not think he was going to be able to do that much damage in one attack. That's actually pretty bad. Ooh, why did I do that? I thought I was in control of a different character. I might lose this battle because I'm not playing very smart. At least he's tearing some stuff off that unit. Oh, and I forgot about Alette. I thought Alette was a different unit. I was placing her poorly. How did I forget about Alette? Alright, you need to go hurt this archer. Because I'm not playing very well. Man, I could have been... I didn't want to do this. She's hurting people. Sorry, Alette. I think she just lost her innocent trait. Get in there and do some damage to this guy. I want to hurt him as much as we can. She just used a bunch of willpower. Like, a lot. So he doesn't go for a long time. Oddleaf will be able to attack him without moving. I can't tell. I think I'll strip armor off of this guy down here. Let's use his special ability on this guy. I think we'll get a decent amount of damage, maybe kill him. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Oddleaf. Oof. You're gonna go next, followed by this archer. Let's get Eagle on that archer then. Yeah. We'll just do some damage here. Weaken their ability to attack. So Oddleaf can do damage to a couple units here. 1 point there. He's gonna move soon. Probably should move her away from those archers if I can. I don't think there's really a lot of safe places for her. That one's going to be kind of bad for Oddleaf, I think. How do I want to use Oddleaf here? This guy's got 13 attack. Not a fan of that at all. Got nothing on him. So 1 point here. Does it show you how much damage you can do just outright attacking them? I think it does. I might want to strip him of a point of armor really quickly. He's not going until after Mogan goes. How much attack does Mogan have? 5. It's like no attack. Probably use his flail ability on this guy. Let's hope that that's a decent move. It's odd down. Ooh. Yeah, I predicted that would hurt. 13 against her. It's not that bad. And you get her in here to do some damage. We'll do that much damage to this little archer. Good job, Alette. Nice dodge. Very nice dodge. I think he spent a bunch of stuff trying to hurt us there. So he's got a 5. My units have decent armor from what I can tell. Could afford to move him on one of these guys. But then he'd be basically dead when the archers can go. Which is going to be after Eagle. And this scary dude. He's going to end old, what's his face, unless I bring him all the way over here. Which I'm going to. And then I'm going to hope that he can kind of survive from back there. Alright. Bloody flail, my man. There we go. That seemed to be a decent flail. Hurt and Rook. That's not very nice of you. Let's go support Rook and hurt this dude at the same time. Ouch. I guess you gotta attack him, huh? Move you there. A little bit out of the way. You got different people that can attack. Hey, this archer's in on this. He's almost dead. That worked out okay. And he went for armor damage on Oddleaf. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's take out the one with attack here. The one that's going to attack next. Try and do a little bit of damage to their attack. Taking them down means they can't do too much to old Oddleaf or any of my units. Oddleaf, how are we gonna do this? This one's going next, and you can kill them, but there's not much point in that because they're just gonna do 2 damage. This one has 8 armor and 5 attack, which means it can do damage to you. I don't like the flail attack on these ones, so I might just kill him. Kill the one that can do a flail attack. Yeah, I don't like him. She's gonna have to try and do some damage to this big hitter down here, I think. Either that or attack the 8. When does he go next? He goes after Rook. So Rook can move down on him and do mark the thing after Ivor gets in position and does some armor damage. Let's take out some health on this one, right here. Yeah, I had a feeling he might die there. Oh, and I can't move down to that guy on this turn. No. I guess we'll go here. Try to protect what's-her-face. I guess just doing some armor damage is better than nothing. And we'll run Rook in here to do mark the prey on this dude, because we need to start doing some armor damage on him. Ooh, that was kind of ineffective. Alright, he's going next. He's got 14. This guy's got good armor damage, so he's going to take out Rook, basically guaranteed. Let's get in here and help out a little bit. He's down to that Oddleaf. You got 1 attack here. See if you can do this. Not pretty. Avenge your father. Kill this dude. So I got 10 attack here. Oh, I should have moved 1 more point further forward to get next to Eagle. Arg. Oddleaf goes down. I think he just did damage to his own guy a little bit there. Take out the 1 with 5, please. Thank you, Alette. There we go. Let's go here. I don't want to kill him because he's only got 2 attack. And sure, we'll kill this archer, I guess. He can move up too. One's got 3 attack, 2 attack, 1 attack. Ouch. There we go. One more bites of dust. There we go, eagle. Let will kill this one. We'll have Ivor just kind of hang back for a minute. Actually, he might need Renown to get his final level up soon, so I'll give him a kill here. Well, 3 of them made out of that fight when I think I could have probably done a lot better. I didn't play Celeste very well there. I totally thought she was an enemy unit, even though she was inside my zone. It's a foolish mistake. Things like that, they happen. Is it still loading up some stuff or something? Just checking to see, okay. Discord's looking good. Instagram's looking good. Hate to admit it, Rook, but you're right. We can't stay here. If we're not murdered in our sleep, it's only a matter of time before the dredge find their way in, and nobody's defending these walls. You spot Ellette looking at one of the thugs. She cocks her head to the side. Dad? I think he's alive. He's still alive. Ivor listened to his feet by his tunic. He groans from the pain. This guy again? Why did Echo try to kill us? He's a damn lunatic. Figured that yet? Why would Frostveller's chieftain put a madman in charge of his guards? That's what he told you. He never put Echo in charge. Soon as those gates were shut, Echo walked into the great hole and sliced the chieftain like a narwhal. Saw it myself. Echo wasn't a captain. Look at him. He was playing us. I'll kill the bastard. Enough of this. It's time to go. He was playing us. I can't say I'm too surprised. This whole place is a death trap. Where can we go? By now the dredge have already flooded the south, I'm sure. Wormtoe's the only thing that makes sense. Across the wastes. I might know someone there who can help us. And the dredge probably won't follow us out over into the wastes. They didn't in the Great Wars. Because it's a death sentence. Food's already running low. I know where Echo keeps his supplies. I'll tell you, if you take me with me. What's the catch? No catch. I want out of here as much as you do. Just never had anywhere to go. I'm not the only one. Get the supplies and there are plenty of fighters who are desperate to get out of here. That might solve a few problems. If we're lucky, I'll get the chance and put. No deal. Shut him up and let's get out of here. I don't want Eagle to die. I did look at some things after the last episode when we lost Ysira. And I think if I take Onif here, Eagle can't die, so no deal. Shut him up and let's get out of here. Ivor punches him in the face. He crumbles. Alright, let's get to Wormtoe and find the Varl who didn't try to kill us. We find safety. Gather everybody up and we'll make a break for it. Now, I don't know how Banner Saga 2 goes, and I probably won't look up that much. So, ooh, a market. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah. I got 19 renown. One move, that's very nice, and you only need to be level 3. This will bring people to us, and you got a 5% chance to dodge. Armor on rest, wow, that's pretty good. And 1 strength, it's 10. One renown only gets us 1 supply, so we're not going to do that. That's a really bad price for supplies. We are going to get this because 1 extra move is actually very nice. The next question is 3 armor on rest. Probably spend the renown better. That's not a great item. At one point in the game we'll probably be swimming in items. Right now this party has a decent amount of items, so did I not buy that item? There it is, the 3. It can go on somebody who's level 3, and not a lot of them are level 3. Alette is probably the best candidate for that. I do like her skills a lot. And again, she doesn't get too up close and personal. He does, and having extra movement on Rook might be nice. They're supposed to stay more stationary than move around. It's nice that Alette can get up to 10 strength, because that's quite a bit better than what's his face, Rook. Or rather, oddly, if she can only go up to 9. Rook is pretty good because he goes up to 12. I think I'll promote old Alette here. Give her 1 more health. What do I want to put on her? How does this work? +2 break damage, 1 break damage. I don't think increasing that increases her ability to just annihilate things. I might give her more linkage though. More linkage is pretty useful. Armor strength, well, that's a very nice item. Let's give her that. Just 1 more move. 10% chance to dodge strength attacks when people try to attack her. And I do like what's his face. I would like to give him this and actually get him a kill, but he didn't get any kills there, unfortunately. We'll give his brother a bit of a chance to get out there and make a name for the brothers. Let's actually not keep this item on them in case they die from some kind of event. I'll only put that on somebody when I know they need an item. Except for, I know he's a pretty good person to put items on. Alright. I think we might be ready to leave town and try not to starve to death on the road. Got Heroes, Market, where's Leave? I don't see it. There it is. It's hiding up there. Outside the walls, things are a mess. Dredge are everywhere. Fortunately, they're going around the hill on which Frostreveller sits, heading south to show little interest in following you as you cross into the wastes. You're finally free of Frostveller, but you find yourself facing new problems. You hope that whoever ever knows at Wormtoe is willing to help. Oh, there was a conversation there that just popped up, like as we were leaving. Um, I didn't see it earlier. That's weird. We might take a day to camp, just 'cause our morale's kind of low, and I'm worried about that. There, we got a guy we can talk to here. We couldn't talk to him earlier. Let's see what he has to say. Just take it easy for a while. People are noticing. Oh, they're noticing, have they? We're on the edge of dying daily, and you want me to take it easy? Gods, I should have plowed twice as many fields. I should be plowing twice as many fields, you understand? Don't you guys throw out the caravan, Morgan? It's not just you who suffers. Right, you get married, have kids, now I'm supposed to settle down too. Yeah, that's supposed to happen to two brother climbers you approach. That's right, I've got a kid to take care of. Cool your head, Mogan. Hogan departs, leaving Mogan looking awkward. Rook, what brings you around? Just heard yelling, came to check it out. Sorry, it was none of my business. Nothing, I'll be going. Yeah, you come running around every time and you hear yelling. Maybe that's why you look so tired. Look, it's no secret. I like women, Rook. They like me. they like the scar. He's the one with the scar. That's right. The womanizer's the one with the scar. Forget it. Listen, all right. All this death, every night, half the caravan cries itself to sleep. Pathetic. Come on, Rook. Be honest. This is good living. Half the world's just tilling soil until they kneel over. What kind of life is that? We're lucky. You could go your whole life with no goals, no purpose, nothing to fight against but boredom and hunger. I'm glad for all this. Between us, I agree. We should get a drink together. Truthfully, always thought you were a bit of an ass for it. And listen, I'm not interested in lead or oddleaf. I promise you, lead. What? Why would we care about oddleaf? That's good for you, Mogan. You're unsure what you should be thinking with, whether you should be drinking with Mogan or not. Oddleaf is, she's a widow. Come on. That's pretty funny. Definitely what we needed to get to good morale. Now we're great morale. We can leave. We got some days of supplies. That's okay, I guess. This is the tail of our banner. A flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere and quickly thickens until you are unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but screaming wind drowns out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates and clansmen start to reappear from the snowdrifts. Oops. Should have maybe waited. It quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them, and quickly search for an area that is enough to recover all missing clansmen. Make a thorough search for lost clansmen. Ask volunteers to scout the immediate area. Make a bonfire and wait for missing members to return. Move on. Say a blessing for lost. Commit an hour searching for departed. Make a bonfire. Wait for missing members to return. Collect what you can for burning. You shout to everyone. We'll wait for lost and find our beacon. Unfortunately, there's no significant amount of dry wood. An attempt to get a fire going is unsuccessful. Eventually, you realize that nobody else is coming and return to the trail. Aw, that's sad. Lost 32 clansmen. No fighters though, huh? Yeah, probably would have been better to wait a day. So we lost those clansmen before we wasted supplies on them. Whatever. They had a good meal before they died. We weren't to know what we were about to come across. Looks like we're at a godstone of some kind, and there's some people here. Hey people. Is that a brawl? No, it looks like just a person. You find a surprising number of people camped out at the godstone. They've been here quite a while, ever since the sun stopped. Apparently they think Radomir, the sun god, has come back, and are worshipping him despite the bleak environment. They welcome the caravan, mingling and swapping stories with others while you rest. They have almost nothing of value to trade, but their leader approaches you and offers to let you join in their tribute. Accept their offer. Accept. Ask what the tribute involves. Gillenfriar, he once says, showing the liquid on in a silver bowl. He places some on his chest, which almost sounds like a sizzling. He explains through the clenching teeth, it's a gift from the sun god, an oil that burns like the sun and lets them see things clearly. Decline and move on. Try it yourself. See if anyone in the caravan is interested. Decline and inspect the godstone before leaving. Nobody can really agree on what Radomir looked like, as fond as he was of his own isolation. He never directly contacted humanity. Most think he was a serpent that lived in the sun, and it's not entirely uncommon to hear speak of seeing the tail of the giant creature slipping through the thin clouds on a sunny day. Radomir was always one of the lucky gods, the kind who people thanked for good weather, healthy livestock, and a good harvest. Despite all that, the biggest mystery has always been on how the godstone came to be found at the bottom of a dried out lake. Interesting. After some rest, you continue on. The sun god whispers are keen to stay, so you pack your things and return to the road. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember that. It's an interesting little event. I hope the volume's okay and it's not too loud in the recording, that you can hear me talking. I know the last 4 episodes that I recorded were a little bit difficult to get through because it's just like the volume compared to me was just, well, you couldn't hear me. You could probably turn down the volume just fine, but you couldn't hear me, and that's not what I want. Several people have noticed black vultures circling the caravan, taking advantage of the light snowfall. They pose no threat to them, but the visible impact on your mood of your clansmen. The next time you take a look back, Oddleaf is firing arrows into the air, which nearly tag a bird once or twice. Get lost, no dead down here. She shouts to nobody in particular. Should I shoot some vultures? I want her to train people, so maybe I should shoot some vultures. Let's join her in shooting the vultures. First person to knock one out of the sky gets their wish granted. You know, several of the caravan give it a try, including Alette, enjoying the sport of turning around morale. It's no big surprise when one of Oddleif's blue feather arrows bring down a bird. Yay! You know, says Oddleif, scanning the caravan. Yes. A lot of these women, they could do this. You can tell from the look in her, she's excited by the idea. I think I'm going to start training them how to fight. Encourage Oddleif to train the women. Yes. We can always use more fighters, you tell Oddleif. If Alette is any proof you know how to train someone with a bow. Oddleif gives you a smile. She heads off with some of the women in the caravan, showing them the vulture she shot down. This is how you get Ned. That's the way. One of my favorite characters. Fun one. I wonder if this posts. Oh, a lot of people have been using this. Let's see, I got an event. While walking, the word of a mother's song reaches you, and it's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she's finished, a man begins a tale of his own verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. Or the poetry conscious and keep an ear out for danger. Join in with a verse of your own. Let's do that. The whole caravan is shocked when the first line of your poem rings out. You mimic both contestants, adding your own spin on their tales. At last you end with a joke at your own expense, and the peasants wildly applaud. Yay! Yay for us. What I wanted to do was I wanted to go here. Let's go there. And put this in here because apparently now live doesn't work anymore. Alright, a trail of blood leads to a clearing where you find a large wounded varl. No! He is gnawing on his shield, staring at no one in particular, and occasionally slamming his cudgel on the ground. If not for the heavy bleeding, you'd leave this one alone without a second thought. Leave food and medicine and walk away. We can help if you want. Try to have the healers tend to his wound. Abandon the varl and move on. We can help if you want. In a heartbeat, the varl is on his feet and swinging his massive weapon. You jump as the cudgel smashes into a tree trunk. Your party scatters to avoid the falling timber. Once you recover, the varl is long gone, leaving only another trail of blood, which you decide against following this time. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, I guess. I don't know how that event can play out. Maybe you get like a crazy one. The varl you find before you see them. What? The varl you find. Looks like my computer's frozen for a second there. Alright, that's back to normal. The varl you find. Is this still recording properly? There's just like little to no volume. Okay, good. But there is volume. Good. Good. The varl you find before you see them. The varl find you before you see him. Got it. Not surprising with this many people behind you. With weapons drawn, they demand to know why you're here, but back down when Ivor tells them he has come to see someone named Krumar. I remember that guy. He's a pretty cool dude. Well, I'll be damned. Krumar, it's been a long time. Yeah, it has. So it brings Yavar to Wormtoe with his very own village of humans. Bad news. Dredger are coming down from the north, and we barely made it this far. I remember his character looking a bit different, but he's cool. That is dire news. Come on, we have food. We'll discuss more in the mead house. As you follow the old varl into the meager town, you catch him quietly saying, "If it were anyone else." Aw. Come on, Krumar. We're nice. We're nice people. I've talked with the warriors here. I'll be honest with you. Half want to go north and find out what happened to Blotzbecker. Some think we should go to Grofheim instead. None of them are happy you're here. What do you think? If I had it my way, I'd stay here and let the dredge come. But you made this a problem, didn't you? We can't feed this many people for long, even if they don't eat much. This is a varl town. Most of us can take care of ourselves, but you've got women, children. We could pitch in, make this place livable. It doesn't work like that. These varl are here to get away from civilization, not make one. It's Krumar's call. It won't be long before dredge are here too. No, it won't. If there's one thing we should do, it's tell Drondir what's going on. Who's Drondir? Varl King. Well, as close to one as we have, Youngveer. What'd you find? What is he? Youngveer or Ivir? I guess that's how he calls him. I'm just gonna say Ivir. Where'd you find these people? Stay here and rest. But once you're ready to go, we do. I'm going off to see those who want to head north. But I'll join you to Grofheim. More travel? No, we've already come so far. Stop the pouting, girlie. Even if Gerondir won't listen to your tired old vrall, to a tired old vrall like me, I have a feeling they'll pay attention to your friend Ivor here. They'll listen to Ivor? Ha, hasn't he told you? Of course he hasn't. Do what you need to, but don't be long. Why would he tell him? He wants to forget. Ooh, a market. Ooh, 2 break. Could put that on my guy that I break a lot of armor with. That's a really nice little thing. I only have 3 renown though. 1 renown gets 4, huh? That's a lot. I should have saved up some renown here to get supplies here. Krumer, can you spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. I never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider it done then. What do you ask? How did you get all the Vrald of value? Yeah, let's just go down these. Respect, young one. After the Second Great War, there wasn't much left for me to do. I started training Eller Vrald to fight. Got tired of that, made a place at Wormtail. They're still come calling, even with no wars to speak of. Seems like that might be changing though, don't it? So who is Ivor? I'm not surprised he told you. I'm just surprised he can't stand being around anyone at all. Your friend was one of us long ago. I mean, the dredge brashing type. He was called Yngvar then. If you want to know why he changed his name, best ask him yourself. I'm too old to peddle and gossip. Any wisdom on fighting dredge? Depends on how much you know. They're all armor. Just tap them hard enough and it'll shatter. Line a whole row of slag and they'll explode on each other all the way down. Yeah. You get in a big brawl, half your time is spent setting them up for it. If you see one bang his axe like a tuning fork, try to kill him quick. Sometimes it's like he's calling in, won't even show up. Bet you have some incredible stories. I might. Or I might be the most boring Vrall you ever met. Depends on how much you like killing dredge. Ask me again someday. I might tell you about the time we filled a dead yox with whale teeth. And why? I best leave you to your business. I suppose you should. Take care of our friend Ivor. Why wouldn't I? We all like Ivor. I don't think I can afford to rest. I'm out of renown, so we should leave. There's the leave. The yak of leaving. The yak of believing and leaving. Alright. Grotham's quite a few days out, says Cromir, but nothing worse than crossing the wastes, I imagine. If there's anywhere you might be safe from the dredge, it's there. You steel yourself for another long march, and half the town of Wormtoe joins you. Hey, that's pretty cool. You got 62 Vrall. You just got a lot of Vrall. Come on, the rest of you should come too. We're nice people. Ooh, Morale has become poor. You notice most of the Vrall pacing while others sleep. The brief conversations with each other go, and other clansmen grow shorter and sharper. Go away, roars one Vrall to a young girl, asking him too many questions. All the clansmen stop and stare. Break the tension by making a joke. Send the Vrall ahead of the caravan and put some space between you and Let's break the tension by making a joke. Then you just hear into a dream of marrying a Vrall boy. You say, timing your smile just right. The giant grins, then throws back his head with a booming laughter. Other Vrall join in the mirth, and the caravan feels a bit uplifted for it. The giant explains, we live in the north for its space. Endless miles of snow, ice, mountains, fields. Space to be alone. But here there's no time for such thing. Understanding slowly trickles through the caravan, relieving some of the tension. So our morale is kind of low. It's not doing great. I'd like to raise it without resting, because we don't have that many days of supplies. We're low. Alright, we'll take a day off. Just a day for now, to keep us at regular old morale. There's Leaf. Just keep on moving. I don't think I'm getting any messages in the old chat, but if you want to try to talk to me and influence what I'm doing, feel free to. Be happy to tweak what I'm doing for you. A well-tended farm with plenty of livestock draws the caravan's attention. Upon your arrival, the farmer and his workers stand defensively within plain sight, crude weapons at the ready. Their cross-iron makes their thoughts clear without word. Come with us. It's not safe here. You warn the farmer of approaching dredge, but the man spits and says, "The land is my life. I lose that, may as well be dead." The farm hands slowly nod their agreement, neither joining or lowering their weapons. Should we take the livestock by force? I think that'd make people angrier than it'd be worth. Let's leave him alone. What's his is his, you say to the caravan. None sense in fighting those trying to protect themselves. Grumbling bounces to the clansmen, but the caravan is once again moving. We're not going to attack a bunch of innocent idiots. That sounds mean. Unless people voted on it, I'm not going to do that. Alright, we're low on morale, which is not great, but we might be able to get some renown from this right here. Whatever this is. Weak morale. It's not good. You need willpower in this game to win fights. The godstone of Marek looms into view. Upon it carved a great ocean beast. Jagged stones jut out of the snow like shark fins. It's hard to imagine the Nordfelling waste being filled with water at one time, but the godstone stands as a reminder of the vast lake it used to look across. Oh. That's my timer for the hour, which means I need to wrap this up after this cutscene. This episode. "A blessing," shouts one of the men in your caravan, holding up what looks like a silver coin. "It's a fish scale," he says, pointing out the rainbow pattern that shows in the sunlight. Soon a curious child has found another thing hiding in the snow, and a third is discovered. Hey, morale is improved. That's good. Perhaps they'll bring us luck. You over here. And before long, the caravan is obsessed with gathering the shiny scales. Cut them off after a reasonable amount of time. Let the caravan take its time. By the end of the second day, the scavenger hunt still continues unabated, and even though you start to feel something in the back of your mind like you need to have one of the scales, you shake it off uncertain whether to let this continue. Get the caravan out of here, I think. You start to wonder if something unnatural has a hold on their minds, and when you call to leave is met with opening aggression, Ivory helps you get them moving again, and you wonder how long they would have kept searching if you let them. Probably too long. Anyways, don't worry if you're watching this on Twitch. I'm just ending the episode for YouTube real quick. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I got some links to my social media profiles in the description below. See you around for the next one.